goodness, there's still more. Hi, hello. So I wanted to do a book haul, and I know I feel like I've just done my book haul like not so long ago, but I have an entire crate. Yes, actually no, an entire TBR cart worth. You're right, an entire TBR cart, 3 tiers worth of books to haul today. I think it is safe to say that I'm officially on a buying ban. I'll probably discuss this in a different kind of video, maybe in a September video or something like that, but this is just ridiculous. I really went a little crazy and I'm a bit embarrassed by it. But to be fair, I'm just gonna go over this like clause for why I have so many books. So 1, I work in publishing, which means I get access to a lot of amazing proofs and final copies from the office. 2, I review books, which means I also, in return for a review, I get free books. And then 3, I have adult money so I can buy myself books. I really should not have adult money at this point. I need someone else to manage my account. And 4, I have a really great boyfriend who ends up buying me some books. And this month was also like Women's Day, so he ended up spoiling me for that. So there are reasons, but I think it's embarrassed. But anyways, we'll just go forward. I will put on the screen where I got this from because I don't feel like mentioning it every single time. Will I remember that I've said that? I don't know, because I might mention it, but let's go ahead and jump right in. The first book I have is The Deal by Al Kennedy. I'm so excited for this. I've been wanting to read this for a while, and I have a suspicion that this might have been on Wattpad a while ago and I may have read it then. I am a little bit miffed that I bought this because I looked at all of our pub schedules at work and we've acquired the rights to distribute this. So I basically spent 340 Rand on this copy when it's being published in the UK by someone else. It is what it is. I'll probably read this and then maybe sell this copy or give it away and just get the smaller versions, which is just like the smaller paperback form. But it is what it is. I'm stuck with this. I'm not mad, but I'm excited to read this. I then bought myself a secondhand hardcover copy of Kingdom of the Wicked. I still need to inquire whether or not I can get the hardcovers of these books still. This is just like the plain hardcover. There's nothing crazy special about it. It's just like the plain UK one. And so I just need to inquire whether or not these are still available for purchase. If not, I move forward, it's fine. But yeah, I got this and I'm excited to read this. I've been wanting to read this for a while now, and this just seemed like the perfect opportunity to pick this up. And then last month, you would have seen, I'll have last month's haul in the info cards. But I got a proof of Upon a Frosted Star, which I think is like this one here. And so this edition of Midnight in Everwood would match this proof copy, which is what I wanted because it's currently out just in the normal B format paperback, which is like this high. So I'm really glad that I got a matching book, and that's why I got this. I also really want to read it. I think I'm going to read this more in December because that's when I feel like this kind of style of book, like fairy tales, like perfect winter fairy tale. I mean December, right? Even though it's like the middle of our summer. I then bought myself the fantastic hardcover copies of One for My Enemy and Masters of Death that Illumicrate did, because obviously I'm on their sublist, so it just made it easier. I really loved One for My Enemy. I think I gave it 5 stars, and so I'm really excited to read Masters of Death. This is a vampire one and this is a witchy Romeo and Juliet retelling, so I'm really excited for this one. I'm hoping to pick it up in the next month or so, depending. And then thought I would pick up The Last Dragon King by Leah Stone. I've seen Leah Stone around for a while now as like a fantasy romantasy author, and so I still reacquired the distribution rights for this, so I decided to pick it up. And this book also has like cool illustrations inside. I do believe you can find the full illustrations in color on maybe HQ's page or Leah Stone's page, but I really want to start this. There will probably be a couple of copies of Spy Family in this haul. I don't know, I can't remember, but I placed an order for all the books and they're slowly coming in. Right now I think I have 6, 8, 9 and now 5. So small progress. Actually, I have 3 as well. I just found it when I was looking at the cart, so there's that. Making slow progress. Once I have them all, I'll just read it because obviously manga isn't too difficult to read. So I'll be picking these up when they all arrive and I can start from the beginning. I then listened to Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune earlier this month, I think, and I really enjoyed it, so I decided to pick this up, I think. I can't remember if I ordered every summer after, but I might just because I really enjoyed this and I do enjoy her stories. I know a lot of people are comparing this to Beach Read. Not the same in my opinion, but something similar if you're looking for like a similar vibe, but not 100% the same. But I really enjoyed this. This will be in a wrap up. I don't know if I should do wrap-ups anymore, but yeah, I got this and luckily this is what I've already read. And then from the same person who was selling Midnight in Everwood and The Kingdom of the Wicked, I bought the entire Hush Hush series. The reason why I bought the Hush Hush series is because I'm feeling very nostalgic at the moment, so I'm feeling like I want to reread some of these books that I really enjoyed when I was a teen, and I don't know why I got rid of them. I think I had at least the first 2 in the series on my shelf at some point, and I got rid of them. I don't know why, because I really enjoy rereading books that I read years and years ago and seeing why I love them. So, and I've kept so many of the other ones that I've really enjoyed when I was younger. so I don't know why, but I'm really glad I picked this up and I'm excited to get into this whenever the time comes around. Then because I'm doing a vampire reading vlog, which will be coming soon, probably in the next coming weeks, I picked up these two books. We have Crave and Crash by Tracy Wolff. This is a popular boarding school romance story and I really loved book one, so I'm really excited to pick up book two. I ordered these two together in hopes that I would like book one and I'm so glad that I did. But more on that a bit later. Right now, let's just keep going because I want to get to Crash as soon as I'm done with this video. There's then a read along for the book that wouldn't burn, and this is kind of the packaging that I did for it at work, but I haven't unwrapped mine yet because I'm hoping my hardcover still arrives. Now I have this, but I want to take photos with it and stuff before the read along, which starts tomorrow, but I do have a post I think on this one, which I agreed to do by myself when I planned out the things. I was also gifted The Princess by Wendy Holden. Apparently this is a fictionalization of Diana and her love story. So it's just like a fictionalization of that, of her romance with Charles. I then got The Dance Deception by Becky Ward. This sounds so cool. It's just like, this also just got spicier. There's fake dating, there's a partner situation and a competition, and I just love romance books at the moment, so I said yes to this. I also got Yellowface, which is this gorgeous hardcover copy. I may have stolen it, but no regret at this point. And it's just like this really stunning hardcover, which is making me want to pick it up like right now. That needs to happen. I then also bought The Stardust Thief secondhand from the person who was selling all the other books that were grouped together, basically, like Hush Hush and so on. This is a really stunning copy. I'm really excited because I am part of Illumina Crate's, hello! I am part of Illumina Crate's like sublist, so that means that when the second book goes on sale, I can pick it up, but I'm hoping to read this before that happens. But yeah, otherwise I've heard really great things about this. It's like a very high fantasy book that sounds interesting, and I'm hoping I enjoy it enough to continue on with the series. I then got this incredible 10th anniversary edition of the Bone season, and it's signed. Oh, I'm such a Samantha fangirl at this point, and I will be reading this in the upcoming week because we're going to be preparing for something really, really exciting. So I'm happy that I get to squeeze this into my work hours as part of my work because I need to get going with this, and I'm so excited. I haven't read the Bone season. I did try it a couple of years ago, but I just couldn't get into it, so I'm really excited for this revised edition, especially since I now have experience with her writing, reading some of Priory, and I know what to expect. And because she's done the revise and is with her current flair for writing, I'm really excited for this. Then also got these two books. I have had this for a while, but I never hauled this, so I thought I would haul volume 2 of Heartstopper in this gorgeous deluxe hardcover edition, which I think I'll be getting the rest of the series in that too, just to do content with, as well as Heartstopper volume 3. We're planning something with the series, so I'm really glad that I got my hands on this, and I've read up until volume 3, so I'm really enjoying this and I can't wait to read a bit more about it. I then bought Air of Fire by Sarah J Maas. I obviously have finished Crown of Midnight now, so I think in the upcoming week or so, maybe not this week because this week is quite busy, but the week after, I will be jumping into Air of Fire, getting lost in this. This is my favorite book in the whole series. I will say it until I die, or until like that changes, but I'm really excited to pick this up. I'm really nervous, but I'm really enjoying my reread so far. I'll have that playlist linked in the info cards if you want to see my thoughts thus far of how my rereading journey has been going. Then I also got Once More with Feeling by Alyssa Sussman. I'm planning on doing a reading vlog with this and a couple of other books, so hopefully you'll see that sometime soon. I am feeling very romance era like, so I'm hoping that will be sooner rather than later, but I will have to see how it fits into everything that's happening. I then got gifted these two copies, and it's In My Life I Hold a Dream, as well as The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I got gifted these and I'm so happy that I did. I'm hoping to do some stuff for this in October, which means I have to read them in September, and I'm hoping it works out that way because that would just be so perfect. I'm really excited. I don't know what else to say, but I'm so glad. Here we have Spike's Family Volume 9, as I mentioned, so now I'm slowly growing my collection. It's slowly getting somewhere, but nowhere near enough to where I can read it. We're now moving into the second tier of books. There's a lot. Getting into the Women's Day book haul that I mentioned earlier, I got Dark Fever by Karen Marie Mourning, but I'm really excited to pick this one up because it's been everywhere on the romantasy TikTok of things. Part of that book haul was Exodus by Kate Stewart, which I really love. Flock. I'm getting so blushy about this, I'm so sorry. And then I also picked up The Song of the Mark because I've heard great things about it, and All Roads Lead to Here because I'm all about slow romances and I'm excited for the pining. And the last book I got from that book haul was Ink Blood Sister Scribe, which I've heard really great things about. I really wanted to pick it up, but I wasn't prepared to invest in the Illumicrate special edition of it, so I just got the normal trade, which is quite stunning on its own. Then speaking of special editions, this is my special Illumicrate edition of the Jasa Air, and I'm excited, but I haven't heard too much about this. They did some really cool sprayed edges. I did think they were going to do an exclusive cover, and they did say that it was exclusive, but it isn't exclusive beyond like the foiling. So is that exclusive? I don't think so. And then I also bought Queen Among the Dead by Leslie Livingston from someone who got, this is from the Bookish box, the exclusive Lux edition, but I'm excited to pick this one up because it just sounded good. Then I got a really amazing proof from work, and that is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I'm so excited for this one. I'm hoping to pick this one up, I think more towards, this comes out in November, so probably around November, where I'm going to reread all of her books that I have. I just need to get The Love Hypothesis, and then I can read all 4 of them that are out at the moment, and then I'm going to give you my full review on this and everything and how I feel about like her books and stuff. So let me know if you're interested, and I might push that up sooner rather than later. I was then visiting my friend Roseanne at the beginning of the month, and so I bought 3 books. Naturally, I have Vampires, Hearts and Other Dead Things. Obviously vampire era, here I am. I bought Dark Rise, which sounds really great, and I know the second book is coming out soon. And then I obviously have The Queen's Secret, which is a sequel to The Queen's Assassin, which I haven't read yet, but I couldn't pass up like this really good price for the second copy. Obviously, like everyone else, I had to get Magnolia Parks. I do not like the new covers, so I decided to order the old covers. I don't know if the last book is going to come out in this like really weird covers situation, but even though I hate these, I hate the new ones more. Oh my goodness, there's still more. This was at work. This is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo, and this is like a proof copy that was like in a take if you want pile. So I took it, obviously. This is like a prose book about 2 siblings who don't know that they're siblings through their father until he dies in a plane crash. And that's when they find each other. I then also found a proof copy of Princess of Souls by Alexandra Christo, which I really wanted to read for a while now because it is linked to Killer Kingdom. And so I'm really glad that I picked this up. I then also have Too Late by Colleen Hoover, which I also just grabbed from the office because, I don't know, I really enjoyed Never Never, which is one of the thrillers she co-wrote with Taryn Fisher. I had to get it. I am then lending this entire series. I don't know what it's called at the moment, but it's like about brothers, and they're like, oh, not so meek, cute, so not meant to be, and a long time coming, and they've like deal with different tropes. So I'm excited for this. I'm borrowing this from my friend Roseanne. Takeoff then had a really good special on the next 2 books, and I had no choice but to get them because I do have the first book in hardcover, and that is Blood and Honey and Gods and Monsters. As I said, they had like a really good deal on these. They were like 150 rand each, which is unheard of. So I got them to match my hardcover, which I'm going to be reading soon so I can get to the series. But yeah, now they all match and I'm happy again. In that same order, I also bought myself A Touch of Malice, not realizing this is the 3rd book, not the 2nd, so I will need to rectify that and get the 2nd book. Then as part of content that I'm making for work, I have this new series by Hannah Marcus. I don't think it's new, I just think it's republished. And it's the If Love books, and it's If I Ever Meet You Again, If the Sun Never Sets, If Love Had a Price, and If We Were Perfect. They're really short too, so I think I'm just gonna fly through these. I then finally caved and bought the hardcover of Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I'm really excited for this. I've heard nothing but incredible things. And then I also bought, I don't know if you remember last month I talked about getting, I can't remember now, but I bought another book that sounded very similar to this one, and I wanted to see how similar they were, I guess. And so I got this. I also managed to find a proof of The Starless Sea at the office, and so I had to grab it. I love The Starless Sea. If you know anything about me, it's a must read. And then I also have a proof of Ascension by Nicholas Benj. This just sounds really, really great. It's like a sci-fi. It says here Interstellar meets The Martian in this fast-paced, mind-bending, high-concept thriller. So it's a bit of a mix of thriller and science fiction. I also have Hello Stranger by Catherine Seta. She wrote The Bodyguard, which did really, really well. And this one sounds really cool. It follows our main character who cannot see faces. And so it's like about falling essentially blindly for someone, and just for, not for looks, but for who they are. I have the 6th book in the Crave series, which is Cherish. I also have The Plus One by Maisie Eddings. And then I got Sister of the Sword and Shadow, which sounds really cool. This comes out in November this year, and it looks really cool. So that's like what the cover looks like. I'm hoping to jump into this one sooner rather than later. If it feels like I'm rushing, it's because I am. I also got a Fate of Wrath and Flame, which is the first book in the series, and I thought I'd give it a go. Obviously, I had to get red, white, and royal blue. This is like a signed version, but I think it's just for the book plate. And then Fortuna Sworn was sold to Penguin UK, and so now it has distributing rights, and so I had to get this. Fortuna Sworn has been on my For You page for months, and my YouTube for months, for a year, maybe more, and so I had to pick it up. I was also given this pizza pasta book. I have Things We Never Got Over, which I really wanted to read, and so I got it. And then I have Leviathan Wakes, which I'm really excited for. I've heard great things from Peruse Projects, and so I really want to pick it up. I have Reckless by Elsie Silver. If you know anything about me, I love Elsie Silver, I love Flawless, I love Heartless, and I love them both so much. And the last thing, the last book, is Things We Hide From the Light, which is the second to Things We Never Got Over, and so I'm really excited to get to these two just because of how popular they are in like the romance side of TikTok. And those are all the books I got. There's quite a lot, but I'm hoping to pick them up hopefully soon. As I said, I'm going onto a book buying ban. We'll talk about it in another video sometime, but it's required just based on how many books I had to hold today. But that's everything. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what book you think I should get to sooner rather than later, or like if you have any answers to the questions I had throughout this video, and I will see you in the next one.